Hi everybody, I'm Rick Lynn. I'm going to take you through a short demo of how to set up an item in Blueprint Studio. So I'm starting from my project listing page where I see all projects that are assigned to me. I'm going to navigate down to my project here, Vince. Once I'm in here, I have an overview of the entire project. I'm going to focus on the item section here. So I have a little summary of all the items I have in the project. By clicking into the items, I could get a little bit more detail on this. Once I'm in here to create a new item, I simply click the new item button and I'm prompted with the item dialog. So I'm going to move ahead and set up a chandelier here. Say it's a product. This is going to be in the dining room. We will assign this to the lighting schedule, which makes it easier to pull out information later for the electrician or for your own internal purposes. Vendor, we will select our lighting vendor. The brand will automatically populate. If it's different than the vendor, you can adjust it as needed. Code here would be like the SKU number that you could use to reference it. Website, you could pop a website in here. Status of the item, we're going to leave this as draft because we haven't really done anything on it. There's a whole bunch of statuses you could choose from. And for notes, we'll just say ETA delivery next month. For dimensions here, we can put in those. So I'll put in shade dimensions. You can put in a color, finish, and material as well. Next, if you have any custom specifications, you can add them in here. So for example, you may want to add chain length for a chandelier. And we'll say it's a 4-foot chain. And you could add as many custom specs as you want. Next, we get into the costs and pricing. So our unit of measure for this is going to be eaches, which is set as the default. We're only ordering one. We're going to set the strategy here for calculation to calculate price, which means we're going to put in a cost and a markup, and the price will be calculated for us. Key in a retail price, which is for reference only. We'll put in a cost to us. Our purchase price is $600. Markup we'll leave as 50%. It could be overridden and adjusted at this time, but I'll just leave it at 50. And then it gives you your totals below, total price, total costs, and grand total. And I can adjust my sale, or I can put in a sales tax here, or allow it to be calculated from the system. Put in a shipping charge of $100. If we are requesting a deposit on this item, we could put that here at the item level, what we need. In the notes section, we could put any additional notes here that we want to. Client description is what is going to print on the invoice, on the proposal. It's additional, more detailed description for the client to see related to this item. It's not required. And then vendor description would be more the vendor's description. It could be something a bit more technical, however you decide you want to use it, but this would not be visible to the client. Lastly, on this page, we can add care instructions for an item. So for my chandelier, I may have certain care instructions for the shade, to use a wet cloth, and then perhaps for the metal part of it, we will have other care instructions. And then those will print out on the spec sheet and they'll be visible to your client. So down the road, you can easily provide them, like a care book of how they need to take care of this stuff. So I'll save that. Now we can see my chandeliers here. I could click into this and see all the information that was just set up. I'm going to go down to my images here, and I have an image set up, so I'll just drag and drop it here. So we could see I have the chandelier associated. You could also add additional images just as an example. I can add that, and then I can resequence them. So whichever image is first is going to be your like primary cover image for the item. I'll just delete this for the time being. You can also add attachments, could be vendor specifications, whatever you feel you need to add here. There's also invoices section once you start invoicing this item, and comments, which you can use for collaboration specifically to this item, which will send emails to your team, notifications in the bell icon when comments are posted there, only to people, of course, associated with the project. If I go back to my items, from here, I can also, other ways of creating a new item, I could import them from Excel. I could also import from another project. I have some print options, so I could print the items by schedule. So furniture schedule, lighting schedule, for example. I can print all item spec sheets. And then if I select items here, the bulk actions turns on. And here I could print spec sheets just for the item selected. I can create a proposal, so move all these items into proposal status. And I'm able to adjust the schedule and delete from here as well. So that concludes the item overview. Thank you.